writer, blogger, marketing guru, and he says that a presentation is not an obligation, it's a privilege. So your time is very precious to me. You are spending the next, hopefully the next 40, 50 minutes listening to me, or going somewhere else if you want to, which means that I really want to appreciate your effort and will try to make it valuable for you. So this is me, Simone Brunozzi. Simone is an Italian name. In Germany it's a female name, but as you can see I'm a guy. And I'm Simon on Twitter, pretty easy to remember. And AWS is a tag if you want to use it. Actually, how many of you use Twitter? Raise your hand. 1, 2, students don't? Okay, good. You don't use Twitter? Twitter, this thing here.
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. So I'm Simon on Twitter if you want to say, comment anything on that. And you can find this presentation at this URL, bit.ly/cbit02. So this is what we're going to cover today. Brief introduction to cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Why it's so important for you. Second, enterprises and how they use AWS, so cloud computing solutions. Then something on security and some conclusions. Okay?
Okay.
So, how many of you know Amazon? Do you know Amazon? Raise your hand. 1, 2. Oh, do you know Amazon? Okay, she works for Amazon. Do you know Amazon? Do you? Okay. Almost everyone knows Amazon. How many of you buy things on Amazon? Raise your hands. Okay, we have to talk in private, guys, okay? Because you don't yet already. Hi, Martin. So Amazon is thought to be a retail company, but if you think about it, the value, the success of Amazon is also because Amazon is a technology company. Amazon runs its own data centers. Amazon has its own engineers. Oh, this is crazy. That build software and platform to run Amazon.com and now to run Amazon Web Services. And one of the main reasons why here you have an Amazon guy telling you about Amazon Web Services is because we think that there is a value behind these services for customers, not just for Amazon.com itself, but also for other customers. In fact, today we have more than a few 100,000 customers using Amazon Web Services. It is not that well known in Germany, but it is well known worldwide. How many of you know cloud computing? Do you know cloud computing? Ever heard the name? That was bad, huh? I scared him off. Or that. How many of you know cloud computing? Can you lower the volume a little bit? Thank you. Do you have the keys? So, do you know cloud computing? What is cloud computing?
You
Try.
you use EC2.
You use EC2, okay, but what is cloud computing?
Expanding software in service.
Software as a service?
Service in a place, but you can access it everywhere.
Okay, he's pretty technical in his definition, but I think that the main reason why cloud computing is so attractive to people, it's because of money.
Yeah.
This is what we do in Italy to mean money. The reason is, with cloud computing you can save money. That's the main reason why so many people are talking about it. These are 3 keywords for you. We're talking about virtualized resources. Infrastructure as a service, in the case of Amazon, or platform as a service, software as a service. So virtualized resources that you can use to power your IT infrastructure. It is scalable resources, on demand. You need 10 servers now, 10 servers. 20 in 2 hours, 20 servers. 5 in the next 3 hours, down to 5. So you can scale up and down on demand, and you can do it within a few minutes. This is something unprecedented in the IT industry. And you pay for what you use. You don't have upfront investments. What you do is you use resources and then you pay for that. You pay only for what you use. This is a huge change because this now allows you to, right here, standing on the shoulders of giants, you can look farther away. This is a quote stolen from Isaac Newton. Standing on the shoulders of a cloud provider, such as Amazon Web Services, you can use a huge infrastructure and even run thousands of servers, even if you're a single developer. This is a huge game change. And with this solution here, cloud computing, you can save money because you will use resources more efficiently and you can use them only when you need them. We will see more about this in a second. I mentioned you that we're talking about enterprises. Why enterprises are so interested in cloud computing? How many of you work in enterprises? Raise your hand, please. Enterprise, one there. Enterprise? Enterprise? Yes. Enterprise? So most enterprises are large organizations. Why they should care about using someone else's infrastructure? Do you know what's the mean time to get infrastructure in an average enterprise in the world? Germany, US, France. What's the mean time? So when you have a team that needs to work on a new product or a new service, how many hours or days or weeks do they have to wait to get their infrastructure? Guess. Hours? Who says hours? Raise your hand. Days? Who says days? Weeks? Weeks, weeks, weeks. Months? Months. You're right. Even if they are large enterprises, these enterprises need months to deliver the infrastructure that these people need. Even internal teams. We're not talking about external customers. And this is a huge problem. So here we're talking about flexibility. With cloud computing, you have the flexibility to get your resources whenever you need them. That's the huge game change. If you are working in a company, enterprise or startups, you want something now, you have an idea. Hey, I have this great idea for a marketing campaign or this great idea for a new service or product. Welcome. And you want servers, you want storage, you want content delivery right now. You want to use it. How can you do that? You can wait months and use a traditional infrastructure, or you can use cloud computing and get these resources in a few minutes. That's a huge game change. OpEx versus CapEx. These are, economics words, like economists' words. OpEx means operational expenses. So you pay as you go. You pay for operations. CapEx is capital expenses. So investments at the beginning. For example, when you buy a house, CapEx is the cost of the house. OpEx is paying the electricity and water and other things like that. It's operational expenses. When you buy a house, you have a huge capital investment and then a small, relatively small operational expenses. If you do OpEx instead with infrastructures, you just pay as you go. You don't have to invest first. And this is good because you don't know if you're going to use these resources. If you buy 100 servers, how can you know that these servers are going to be used by you? You don't know that. It's not clear. It's not certain. It's difficult to provision infrastructure, storage or computing. Time to market. If you can get your resources immediately, the time to market of your services will be much shorter. So you will be much better than your competition. And of course, you will only use the resources you need. You need 17 servers now, run 17 servers. You need 3 now, run 3 of them. You pay only for what you use. You run the number of servers or the amount of storage that you need in that exact moment. You save a lot of money, efficiency of resources. Then I have a question for you, especially for students here. You're studying computer science, engineering. You're doing this because you want in the future to unplug cables in a data center or because you want to develop software or do something great? The latter, right? So managing IT is not your